Mark Parker, CEO and chairman, just addressed for the first time how the Colin Kaepernick ad actually impacted Nike's business. Listen to what he said.
We feel actually very good and very proud of the work that we're doing with Just Do It, introducing Just Do It to a new generation of consumers. Resonated actually quite strongly with consumers, obviously here in North America, but also around the world. It's really transcended the North America market to touch, I think, people around the world.
He also said that there has been record engagement with the brand as a result of the campaign, and said that it led to increases in traffic, both socially and commercially. So that was the strongest hint yet that some of the investors' beliefs that this was a bullish thing for Nike has been confirmed. As for the stock reaction, down a little more than 4%. Why? Well, best explanation is it's just been such a strong winner. Best performer in the Dow so far this year after running up more than 35%. There was nothing blowout in here. It was a steady growth quarter for Nike, hitting on all the metrics, 10% revenue growth, double digits in China, growing gross margins, et cetera. One more newsy tidbit I can bring you from the earnings call. The CFO, Andy Campion, did say that they maintained their current outlook, and that's because the dollar is going to shift to a headwind starting this quarter from a tailwind. The strength of the U.S. dollar that we have been seeing and covering all over CNBC starting to hurt as a result of trade and geopolitical tensions. Otherwise, the implication is Nike would have raised its guidance because of the momentum that it is seeing across the business. We reached out to some analysts for quick commentary. First reaction, I'll share that with you. Matt Powell from the NPD Group points out that the wholesale business is growing faster than retail sales. Stacy Widlitz, a contributor on retail here, says Nike's story is very much intact. Product looks as good as candy. Jan Niffen, though, says, I wouldn't be telling people to buy here. He also says the Kaepernick ad hurt the business for the mass market. No indication of that. And Sam Poser of Susquehanna says Nike is strengthening across categories, geographies, and distribution channels. So overall, if you're a bull on Nike, there's nothing fundamentally to alter that except for the fact, Melissa, that this has just run up so strongly, and a lot of it has been priced in, including what Parker said about Kaepernick and the impact.
All right, Sarah, thanks. Sarah Eisen joining us from the New York Stock Exchange with the lowdown on Nike. We're practically at highs here on Nike, so was it sell the news? I mean, what's behind that?
Absolutely sell the news. Look, 50 to 85, basically trading at 29 times 2020 versus a three-year average around 22 times. But the good news is you've got an accelerating North America, you've got these international focus, and you've got DTC that's working. I think Sarah nailed all the points.
Yeah, and I think, well, when you're trading at this kind of multiple, you got to beat by a little more than a little. Right. To keep that multiple. But they're only back to where they were 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it is. It's a multiple. It's how expensive they are historically to themselves and how quickly they've traded up to $85. You want to take a silver lining? I thought the quarter was okay. Inventories are up 0.3% year over year against 10% sales growth, which indicates to me margins, which were good this quarter, will be good again next quarter. And I think you buy this sell-off.
And according to Mark Parker's commentary in the conference call, it made it seem like the ad actually was working, even though we're not getting numbers yet.
Right. It didn't seem to be a big concern for them. So, I mean, and if you look through these numbers, there was really nothing. I mean, margins may be slightly lower, but if you're a Nike bull, this sell-off is an opportunity for you.
Is it so it's worth the buy on down 4%?
I think down was it 4% or so,
yeah.
81? I absolutely think it's a buy.
Yeah. What do you think? Still too expensive?
For me, too expensive. I would wait maybe one more day, also a little shakeout. But, I mean, there's a lot to like.
Look, I was long the stock into the numbers. I stayed long.